Grace, Ian Treslet, William B. Rakes, and E. Lee Robbins. Everyman Theater Inc. Trading is Everyman Theater, 315 West Fayette Street. Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Application transfer ownership and location of a Class BD7 license presently located at 1214 Holland Street. To the applicant's a new location. Everybody testifying, please step forward and raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? Yes.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Kadensky.
For the record, Melvin J. Kadensky representing the applicants. I think this will be a slightly less contentious request here. Of course, I'm sure the board is familiar with Everyman Theater. They want to move to their new location on West Fayette Street. The building is probably, well, here is almost complete. They've been otherwise been in the community. They've met with the downtown partnership. There should be a letter of support, and I'll let Mr. Yeager testify at this point as to the position of the downtown partnership, if you will.
Tom Yeager, Downtown Partnership of Baltimore. I'm here in support of the transfer and the licensee. There should be a letter in file, and I'm here to make sure that the letter is introduced.
We've received a letter dated October 24th from Kate Daly, Manager of Economic Development and Business Outreach on behalf of Downtown Partnership of Baltimore. Is that the letter you're referring to?
That is, sir.
That is received as the applicant's first exhibit. Anything else from you, sir?
No, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, would you state your name and address for the record, please?
Ian Tresselt, Managing Director at Everyman Theater, 211 Edgevale Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21210.
And you're one of the applicant licensees, is that correct?
Correct.
Now, along with that, your position with the Everyman Theater is?
I'm the Managing Director, the Executive Director.
So you're the guy that if anybody wants to call, you're there every day?
Correct.
The copy, you know, the top of the
Yes.
file? All right, and what type of operation do you have?
Theater.
Yes.
It's theater,
A live theater.
live theater. So you have different shows. This building you're going to have is going to have multiple venues in it, is that correct?
It has 2 theaters. One will be operable when we open.
Okay, but eventually both of them will be open.
Yes.
And that your typical operation is how many days and hours of the week?
We operate Tuesday through Sunday evenings. Curtains are usually at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Shows generally run 2 to 2.5 hours.
All right, so it's rare that you be open 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Very rare.
Okay, and they'll have service of alcohol along with the presentations, is that correct?
Yes.
And you'll see to it that the parties and that are there, your servers and your managers will be alcohol certified?
Yes.
And along with that, you have been convicted of any felony?
No.
Okay, and all the information that was given was true and correct on the application?
Yes.
And there's no material misrepresentation?
No.
All right, and along with that, you did get some petitions from various individuals that were in favor, although you're really in a commercial area on Fayette Street, is that correct?
Correct.
I'd like to submit, you know how many are on here approximately? I'll submit these. It's probably 100 or so.
Probably 100.
All right, petition of 5 pages in length is received by the board as the applicant's second exhibit.
That would be the sum and substance of the applicant's case if you have any questions of the applicant.
Just briefly, you've never been on a liquor license before, isn't that right, Mr. Tresselt?
Correct.
All right. Are you a member of the Maryland Bar?
No.
All right, you worked for Venable, though, for the last few years?
That is.
Oh, that's your partner?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you worked for the state of Maryland?
No.
What have you done in the last 5 years?
Run Everyman Theater. Prior to that, I was in New York City.
All right, but you have run the theater without
Yes.
a liquor license?
Yes.
You understand the board takes complaints of underage drinking very seriously.
Yes.
You understand that you'll need to implement an effective alcohol management policy to make sure that minors are not served.
Yes.
And most of your clientele, what's the age range?
They are generally between 35 and 65 years old.
All right. I have no further questions. Thank you. Commissioners?
Question. Just 2 questions. What is the cross street for this
Utah.
Utah and Fayette? And will you still have after-school programming for high school and middle?
Yes.
I guess I have 3 questions. Will you have them perform in the evening where your bar would be open?
No.
All right, anything else, commissioners?
Would
Anything, Mr. Kudinski?
would submit.
We'll go off the record at this time. And we're ready for the decision phase. Decision phase, November 8th, 2012, Ian Tresselt, William B. Rakes, and E. Lee Robbins, Everyman Theater Incorporated, trading as Everyman Theater, 315 West Fayette Street. This is an application to transfer ownership and location of a BD7 from 1214 Hollins to the aforesaid location. We heard from the applicant, it's clear that this is a community theater that, without a liquor license, that desires to be able to sell alcoholic beverages to raise funds. We received testimony from Mr. Yeager and a letter from his employer, Downtown Partnership, in support. Additionally, we received a petition in support of the application from local residents. There's obviously no opposition here present today or any correspondence in the file indicating any opposition. Based on what we've heard today and the applicant's interview form, we do determine under Article 2B 10202A a public need and desire for your request, a de minimis impact on existing licensees, a potential uniqueness of services and products to be offered by your business, negligible impact on the general health, safety, and welfare of the community, including crime, traffic, parking, or convenience. So we'll go ahead and approve this application. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We're off the record, and we are in recess until 3 p.m.